So we're in 2025 silvopasture. The pigs are very active. We have a lot more mud than normal because we've had a lot more rain than normal. But I've moved them into paddock 2, and I want to take a kind of a video of paddock 2 so you can see what it looks like before, and then I'll take another one at the end after the pigs have had a chance to cause their disturbance. As you can see, some of it overlaps paddock 1, so all that muddy area back there, very little of it, but some of it is reused. So this small corner here is kind of an overlap from paddock 1 and paddock 2. It was just convenient for me to not change their gate. Tons of mud. This will all go back, and I'll keep throwing like large branches and stuff in here. They'll break down over time, but it'll also help firm this muddy mess up. This is one of their little wallows. So this is reused area. We can see on the right side here, this is where the pigs were. So that's paddock 1. It's a low area, it's a little swampy, and they made a ton of mud. I'm going to spread some seed, and that will recover very, very, very quickly. So you can see out there in the distance, I still have some fence I need to take down. But a few more steps. Here's the feeder location. It's only been here one day, and you can see they've already kind of trampled it, but that's, again, rain related, and it was already bare there to start. I'll move it around. It'll get moved further up into the green there. I just drag it around with my Kubota and a winch. But very quickly here we get into new territory. I'm sure the pigs will come pay us a visit shortly. But I weed whack a fence line, and then I run a single wire on one charger, and obviously the net fence on another, and that is more than enough to keep the pigs in. They got about 2 to 3 feet of grass here. A lot of these things are spice bush that I bushwhacked last year, and they're just kind of coppicing back. The pigs will munch them down and smash them, and then I'll come by and chop them again. Just adds biomass to the forest floor and acts as a mulch, and it doesn't cause any problems. So we have a variety of trees. I don't know what this guy is. I'm gonna have to check that out. I knew last year, I forget. But we keep moving. We got walnuts, we got mulberries, we got sassafras, we got tons and tons of bindweed, which the pigs will rip up for me, and I appreciate that. Creeping Jenny is also a name for that. Got wineberries, you know, blackberries mixed in with multiflora rose. The pigs will absolutely use this for shelter because as they get bigger, they get tired of their calf shelters. But look at all those berries there. Some of those are ready for me to eat. I'll probably come through here and do some taste testing later. The pigs will eat the rest. We got some bush honeysuckle, and then lots of fallen logs for them to dig around in and mess with. This paddock here, I usually wait till August. We're almost into July, so I put them in here a little early this year. But we're supposed to have like 100 degrees this week, and the pigs need access to a wallow, a good one. So you can see this has a natural spring, and then lots and lots of mud. The pigs will have every opportunity to stay cool in a shaded, muddy area, and I know they're going to take advantage of it. Now you can see the water just flowing through. So the pigs will love it. I'll love it. I'm surprised I haven't seen them yet. But we clear a nice path here so I can maintain the fence. That tree has been rotting for years. That was a big walnut tree. I should have turned it into firewood like 6 years ago, but I left it lay there, and now it's not useful for much except for the pigs to kind of break it up and munch on it, eat the fungus and worms and stuff. Apparently it's a playground for little Tweety birds. Continuing along, I hear my fence grounding out, so you always got to pay attention. Get certain spots right here where it's touching. I got to put another post in, but that's okay. That's easy to fix. I can see the pigs have been up in here already. They even last year they liked this area to bed down in. I guess because it's slightly elevated, so it gives them a spot to stay dry. They haven't beat it up too bad yet. A lot of the grass is still here. And here's another one of their bedding areas. Oh look, there they are all. You guys were sleeping. Huh? You guys were sleeping. Yeah. So you can see they're rooting this area up, but it always recovers. They like to expose the mud and lay in it. What a piggy thing to do, huh? Yeah. Back up off that. I shut that wire off. That's why they're able to touch it. But they shouldn't be touching it. They should be afraid of it. You guys should be afraid of it. What's up, piggies? Everybody doing good? These guys are about 3 months old now. A little more. I would guess their weight at 100, 110 pounds, somewhere in there. They got a couple months to go. And then they are going to be, and they're probably, some of them like this bigger guy here, he might be even 140. But these guys will get to about 300, 350 pounds. And then in October, they graduate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got everybody here, all 12. All right, piggies, I'm continuing my walk. You can see the mulberries. Both the pigs and the birds love them, but I just let them grow near the ground. The pigs eat the leaves, which are high protein, and they eat the fruit. Saves on my feed bill, gives varied nutrition to the pigs, nutrients they wouldn't have otherwise gotten. So it's a win-win. More mulberry. Look at that one. Look at that blackberry up there. Spice bush, they eat that too, but only the fresh year's growth. They won't eat the old stuff. I hear the fence grounding out again over here. So I'll have to come through and do a little bit of fence maintenance. And then I moved one of their waterers. So right there, that was a nice grassy area. Now it's a mud pit. Doesn't take long. You got to move the waterers around pretty frequently. Put them in places where against trees you don't care about, or places where you intentionally want to build a wallow, because that's what you're going to do anyway by default. Isn't that right, guys? Isn't that right? Huh? Yeah, piggies. Yeah. Again, pigs are a joy. So that's Paddock 2. Pretty big. It's probably 3/4 of an acre. They got lots of space and lots of shade. It's going to serve them well on these upcoming 100-degree days. Come August, we'll move again. Well, actually come like mid to late July. Isn't that right, buddy? So, if anybody's doing something similar, and you have any questions about what I do and why, let me know. I'm happy to answer them. All right, piggies, have a good one. Several years now of silvopasture videos using the pigs. If you go back and look at some of my previous stuff, you can very clearly see the awesome progression and transformation it's had on my woodlot. So obviously I encourage people to do that and then raise pigs of your own in the woods. Let the pigs do the work, and then you could eventually put beef down in there too. So I don't know why my camera keeps jumping around. Normally it's better behaved, but I don't know. Again, go check out my previous stuff. See what the woods used to look like compared to what they look like now. And let me know what you think. Have a great day.